Good day, everyone. Today we're going to have a review for BLPT of the course Speech and Theater Arts. So here we have 10 item multiple choice questions, and all you have to do is to choose the correct answer. You have 5 minutes. You have 5 seconds to answer, and then I will be revealing the answer right away. Okay, let's start for number one. Okay, question number one. Which vocal quality refers to the highness or lowness of speaker's voice? Again, which vocal quality refers to the highness or lowness of speaker's voice? Letter A, volume, B, pitch, C, rate, and D, tone. You have 5 minutes to answer. Sorry, you have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, the answer for number one is letter B, pitch. So pitch refers to the highness or lowness of speaker's voice. So it is determined by the frequency of the vocal cords vibration. So we have two kinds of pitch, which is the higher and lowness or low pitch. So why are the other options are incorrect? So for letter A, volume, it refers to the loudness and softness of the voice. Letter C, rate, it refers to the speed which someone speaks. So rate is about how fast and how slow the speaker's voice is. Letter D, tone, refers to the emotional quality or attitude expressed in the voice. Okay, next, number two. What is the primary goal of persuasive speech? Again, what is the primary goal of persuasive speech? Letter A, to entertain the audience. Letter B, to give information to the audience. And letter D, to narrate. Letter C, convince and influence the audience. And letter D, to narrate a story. Okay, you have 5 seconds to answer. Time is up, and the answer for number two is letter C, to convince and influence the audience. Of course, the primary goal of persuasive speech is to influence and convince the audience to adopt a certain belief, opinion, or point of view of the speaker himself. So he is doing that speech to influence or motivate the mindset or to change the mindset of the audience. So why are the other options are incorrect? So letter A, we have to entertain the audience. So this talks about the goal. The goal. So this talks about the entertaining speech. So entertainment speech, which is a humorous or light-hearted presentation. Letter B, to give information to the audience. So letter B describes the informative speech which focuses on explaining or teaching topic. And letter D, to narrate a story. So this focus on narrative or storytelling speech, often used in personal or creative presentation. Okay. Next, number three. Which of the following is not a type of speech delivery? Again, which of the following is not a type of speech delivery? Letter A, memorized. Letter B, improvised. Letter C, dialectal. And letter D, manuscript. So we're looking for the uh, for a not type of speech. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, time's up. So the answer for number 3 is dialecto. So when we say dialecto, this term refers to the language variation or accent. So this is based on region or social group. So it is not a method of speech delivery. So why are the other options are incorrect? So meaning the other 3 options are the type of speech delivery, which is first we have the memorized. So the speech is fully memorized and delivered without notes. Letter B, improvised. So it is commonly called as impromptu. The speaker delivers the speech without prior preparation. Letter D, manuscript. The speech is read word for word from a written script. Okay, next number 4. What is soliloquy in theater? Again, what is soliloquy in theater? A dialogue between two characters. B, a fight scene. C, a speech by a character alone on stage. And D, narration. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, so the answer for number 4 is letter C. A speech by a character alone on stage. So when we say soliloquy, it is a dramatic device in theater where a character speaks alone on stage. So the speaker or the character expresses their inner thoughts, emotions, or plans aloud. So why are the other options are incorrect? So we have the first letter, a dialogue between two characters. So that's called a dialogue. So meaning it is not a soliloquy. Letter B, a fight scene. So this is simply a stage combat or action scene also unrelated to soliloquy. And D, narration. So narration might happen in theater but not specific to soliloquy. Okay, next item, number 5. Which type of listening is used to enjoy music or speech performance? Again, which type of listening is used to enjoy music or speech performance? Letter A, critical listening. B, empathic listening. C, appreciative listening. And letter D, selective listening. I will give you 5 seconds to answer. Okay, so let's reveal the answer for number 5. That is letter C, appreciative listening. So when we say appreciative listening, it is used when you listen to enjoyment or aesthetic pleasure, such as enjoying music, poetry, or theatrical performance. Okay, so next, why are the other options are incorrect? The first letter we have critical listening. So in critical listening, it involves analyzing or evaluating the content. For letter B, empathic listening, it focuses on understanding someone's feeling or emotion. So it is often supportive conversation. Letter D, selective listening. So this happens when the listener chooses to hear only parts of the message, often due to bias or distraction. So the answer for number 5 is letter C, which we enjoy the music, which we appreciate um, listening. Okay, next, number 6. During a group project, two students have a face-to-face conversation to coordinate their responsibilities and clarity misunderstanding. What type of communication is this? Again, during a group project, two students have a face-to-face conversation to coordinate their responsibilities and clarity misunderstandings. What type of communication is this? Letter A, mass communication. Letter B, intrapersonal communication. Letter C, interpersonal communication. And letter D, public communication. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, time is up. The answer for number 6 is letter C, interpersonal communication. Okay, so when we say interpersonal communication, it is a type of communication that occurs between two or more people. So face-to-face through verbal, it can be face-to-face through verbal or non-verbal exchange. So this is often used for building relationship, solving problems, or clarifying misunderstanding. So why are the other options are incorrect? So we have letter A, mass communication. So in mass communication, it involves delivering message to large audiences via media such as TV, radio, social media, and so on. Next, we have letter B, intrapersonal communication. So this happens within oneself, like thinking or self-reflection. Letter D, public communication. So this happens when one person speaks to a large group or audience, such as in a speech or presentation. Okay, let's have the next number. Number 7, a type of speech wherein the speaker encourage the audience to pursue their own well-being. Again, a type of speech wherein the speaker encourage the audiences to pursue their own well-being. Letter A, informative speech. Letter B, demonstrative speech. Letter C, persuasive speech. And letter D, motivational speech. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, time is up. The answer for number 7 is letter D, motivational speech. So when we say motivational speech, it is intended to inspire and encourage the audience. So it promotes personal growth, confidence, and well-being. That also helps the listeners to take action towards their goal or improve their lives. Okay, so why are the other options are incorrect? So we have informative speech. So informative speech aims to educate or inform the audience about a topic, not necessarily to inspire them. Letter B, we have demonstrative speech. So demonstrative speech shows how to do something through step-by-step explanation. Letter C, persuasive speech. So this aims to convince the audience to accept the viewpoint or to take specific action about the speaker's speech, but it doesn't always focus on personal well-being. Okay, next, let's move on to item number 8. When the speaker produces sound that is not understandable, the problem is most likely in the again, when the speaker produces sound that is understandable, the problem is most likely in the A. Phonation, B. Articulation, C. Language, and D. Respiration. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, time is up. The answer for number 8 is articulation, letter B. Okay, so when we say articulation, so this refers to the clarity and precision of speech. Sound, so it refers to how well a speaker forms and pronounce words. So when a speaker produces sound that is not understandable, it's usually the speech sound are not being formed correctly, making words difficult to recognize. So why are the other options are incorrect? So we have the letter A, phonation. When you say phonation, it refers to the production of sound in vocal cords. So if there's no sound at all, may be phonation may be the issue, but unclear words point is more on articulation. Next, letter C, we have the language. So in language, it involves the choice of words and grammar. And language issues affect meaning, not necessarily the understandability of the sound. Next, letter D, respiration. So it involves breathing, which support voice production, but it's not directly responsible for how clearly words are spoken. Okay, next item number 9. Which of the following does describe the moment when the actors return to the stage after a performance to receive applause? Again, which of the following describes the moment which actors return to the stage after a performance to receive applause? A. Cue drop, B. Final scene, C. Closing cue, or D. Curtain call. You have 5 seconds to answer. Okay, time is up. So the answer for number 9 is letter D, curtain call. So when we say curtain call, this is the moment after a play or performance and when the actors return to the stage to acknowledge the audience's applause. So in theater, it is a traditional to show appreciation to the performers and give the audience a chance to applaud their work. So why are the other options are incorrect? Letter A, curtain drop. So when we say curtain drop, it refers to the lowering of curtains, which usually signal the end of performance before actors come back out. Okay. Next, letter B, final scene. So this is the last part of story being performed, not the moment when actors come out for applause. Next, letter C, closing cue. So when we say closing cue, it is a technical signal given by the stage manager or crew to indicate that the performance and or other stage changes. Okay, next item number 10. Okay, number 10. What significant addition is what significant addition was made in the later adaptation of Shannon and Weaver's model of communication to address its limit? Again, what significant addition was made in the later adaptation of Shannon and Weaver's model of communication to address its limit? Letter A, introduction of semantic noise. Letter B, the identification of message, cultural context. Letter C, inclusion of feedback, making it interactive. And letter D, the separation of sender and encoder to as two distinct roles. So you have 5 seconds to answer that. So this will be our last item for this video. I hope you got all your answers correct. Okay, let's reveal the answer for number 10, and that is letter C. Inclusion of feedback, making it interactive. Okay, so in Shannon and Weaver's original model in 1949, it was linear. So it focuses only on one-way transmission from sender to receiver. So mainly, the original model focuses on technical communication only. However, to make the model more applicable to human communication, a major update was made. So they added the feedback, which transformed the model from linear to interactive. So this allows the communication to be seen as two-way process, where the receiver can respond and the meaning is negotiated, not just transmitted. Okay? So why are the other options are incorrect? So we have the introduction to semantic noise. Though semantic noise is important in the concept of communication, it is not part of the original model of Shannon and Weavers. It is not involved in the direct updates of Shannon and Weaver. Okay, next letter B, the identification of messages, cultural context. Okay, so this came from the later theories, uh, this is not from Shannon and Weaver. Okay, next letter D, the separation of sender and encoder to to as two distinct roles. Okay, so these roles were already distinct. The sender and encoder is already distinct in the original model of Shannon and Weaver. So sender is the information source and encoder is the transmitter. So that's the most significant addition that addresses the model's limitation and made it interactive is letter C, the inclusion of feedback, making the model of Shannon and Weaver's communication interactive. Okay, so that is all for today. I hope you understand. I hope you have learned something about this video, especially about the course. Thank you.